Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest domestic and local events. Ladies and gentlemen, recently the Provincial People Committee has issued a document directing department, ranges and locality to have proactive plan to prevent and respond to environmental incidents during the rainy and stormy season in the province.
Accordingly, the Provincial Appeals Committee requested the Department of Natural Resources and Environment to proactively review and assess the risk of environmental incidents in the province, especially in industrial parks, export processing zones, cassava and rubber processing facilities, livestock farms, and solid waste treatment facilities, and to publicly disclose information on sources that are at risk of causing incidents in accordance with the law. Districts, town, city, industrial parks, export processing zones, border economic zones, production, business, and service establishments in the province shall conduct inspections, reviews, and reassessments of surface rainwater drainage systems, dikes, surrounding waste and wastewater reservoirs, areas and solid waste storage sites, seriously operate waste treatment facilities to ensure district standards, develop plans and be ready to arrange resources to respond to waste incidents and environmental pollution caused by lake spills and waste disposal that may occur.
On the morning of August 21st, the Land Fund Development Center of TayNinhTV coordinated with the World People Committee to organize the implementation of the policy noted and plan for the land recovery, investigation, survey, measurement to implement the investment project to build the Ho Chi Minh City Mobile Expressway in World. The expressway passes through the World for about 5 kilometers, affecting 924 plots and 368 households. At the conference, representatives of TayNinhTV People's Committee deployed compensation, resettlement support, land acquisition, investigation, survey measurement, and inventory to implement the project of the affected household in World. Through the implementation of the project, all residents agreed to support the policies and hope that the government would consider compensation rises and more responsible support policies for the people. Currently, the Transport Construction Investment Project Management Board said that it has completed the determination of the site center, the site clearance batteries, and handover to localities. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoons of August 20, the inspection teams of the Department of Cultural, Sport and Tourism of the Ninh Province, led by Ms. Trần Thị Huy Hoàng, Deputy Directors of the Department of Cultural, Sport and Tourism, had a working session with Management Board of Bà Đen Mountain National Tourist Area on implementation of Code of Civilized Tourism Behavior.
Inspecting a number of businesses in Bà Đen Mountain National Tourist Area, when the team inspected the ice cream counter at the cable car station, the team noted that the establishment posted a price list using the currency unit cake, which was not in accordance with regulations, and requested the establishment to correct it in Vietnam Duong. Working at the Management Board of Bà Đen Mountain National Tourist Area, Ms. Trần Thị Huy Hoàng assured at the content of the Code of Civilized Tourism Behavior to the hotline number or issue a separate hotline number for the code. At the same time, adjust the currency unit in Vietnam Duong for business establishments.
To improve the effectiveness of managing electronic stamp for domestically produced alcohol and tobacco products, contributing to managing consumption output, preventing revenue loss and increased revenue for the state budget, the chairman of Provincial People's Committee has just issued a series of solutions to strictly manage electronic stamp for this product. Accordingly, the Department of Industry and Trade is assigned to preside over the review of alcohol and tobacco production establishment in the area, and at the same time coordinate with the tax department and relevant agencies to assess the reduction, business situation, and the use of electronic stamp by enterprises. The Provincial Tax Department will preside over the development of coordination regulations to enhance the effectiveness of inspection and supervision. In addition, the People Committees at district on level ranges, business association, cooperative union need to strengthen the dissemination of law on electric stamp management to organization and individual reducing and trading in alcohol and tobacco. At the same time, the authority will strengthen inspection and strictly handle violation of the regulations. Turn to other news. According to the Association of Seafood Exporter and Producer, Vietnam's shrimp export in July reached $3,075 million, up 17% over the same period. This is the month with the highest export value since the beginning of the year.
Shrimp exports recorded growth in most major consumption markets such as the US, China, and the EU. Markets such as Japan and South Korea still recorded a decrease or only a slight increase in previous months, but in July they recorded double-digit growth rates. Reduced inventories and the need of import goods for the year-end holidays have caused markets to increase imports. In addition, raw shrimp prices from producing countries around the world, as well as Vietnam, tend to increase, positively affecting shrimp export prices.
According to businesses, the expected increase in rice imported from traditional partners has driven up market demand. This has helped Vietnamese rice prices continuously increase and return to the highest position in the world. With the increase in imported from partner, Vietnam rice export this year could reach over 8 million tons, earning more than $5 billion, an unprecedented new record. Information from Vietnam Food Association show that compared to the world top rice exporting countries, Vietnam rice exports are currently at the highest price. This is also an impressive comeback for Vietnam rice because a month ago, our country exported rice was lower than that of Thailand, Pakistan, and Myanmar. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more Vietnam fruit are appearing on dining tables of Chinese consumers. After mango, dragon fruit, banana, draft durian, now fresh coconut and frozen durian have been officially exported to the Chinese market, opening up great opportunity for development of Vietnam agricultural industry.
Since China officially imported fresh durian from Vietnam in August 2022, this route has covered the market. At the Hurko border gate, Yunnan province, China, durian shipments are traded regularly, realizing the potential. Many Chinese businesses that have been trading imported fruits for a long time have opened additional refrigerated container rental services. We currently have around 50 containers operating at full capacity, and we also plan to deploy a total of 300 containers. Official data shows that in 2023, Vietnam exported more than 490,000 tons of durian to China, reaching a turnover of $2.3 billion. In the first half of this year, Vietnam's durian export to China increased by 46% over the same period last year, reaching a value of more than $1.2 billion. Not only durian, many other Vietnamese fruits also have the potential to be exported to China. On August 19, during the state visit of General Secretary and President Tô Lâm to China, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and the General Administration of Customs of China officially signed three important protocols, paving the way for the export of fresh coconut and frozen durian to the Chinese market. Currently, Hurko Customs is actively improving the efficiency of customs clearance, creating favorable conditions for fruit shipments exported to China. We integrate new technologies in customs operations using 5G-enabled smart inspection devices and AR glasses to identify product labels, trademarks, verify certificates, detect invasive species, and other procedures. These efforts are the testament to the agricultural trade relationship between the two countries and have significantly contributed to the growth of Vietnam's agricultural sector. In recent years, the provincial trade unions at all levels have proactively coordinated with employers in developing and implementing grassroots democracy regulations. Organizing periodic dialogues at the workplace has been of interest of all levels, sectors, and enterprises, in which the role of the trade union organization in proactively coordinating and organizing effective dialogues. To date, about 67.7% of enterprises with trade union organizations organizations have organized labor conference, dialogue, and signed collective labor agreements. Over 73% of unions and enterprises have conducted periodic dialogues, with over 100 unscheduled dialogues at enterprises. Over 85% of enterprises have labor conference, at which 75% of unions negotiated and signed collective labor agreements, creating a legal corridor for unions to participate in rotating the rights of workers in enterprises. The working session with the survey team led by Mr. Nguyễn Việt Cường, Deputy Head of the Culture Social Committee, Professional Business Council, which took place on the morning of August 21st, the Food Safety and Hygiene Department said food safety and hygiene work in the province is always of concern. Every year, the Food Safety and Hygiene Department has promoted propaganda and dissemination of laws on food safety and hygiene, changing people's awareness in food production and trading. Regarding the work of controlling, coordinating investigation and testing to determine food safety hazards in food and beverage services and other food production and trading activities, attention has always been paid to implementation, especially the work of rapid food inspection for high-risk products. Working with the survey team, it's recommended that the central government should complete the institutions, policies and laws on food safety management, strengthen training for specialized inspectors, and improve professional qualifications and skills for local managers. For the province, it is necessary to establish a food safety management agency to carry out management and avoid overlapping between the three management sectors. At the same time, the province needs to direct relevant departments, branches, agencies, and units to seriously implement food safety work, pay attention to allocating funds and investing in equipment to meet the task of ensuring food safety and hygiene, especially for safety inspection, examination, and supervision.
Dear audience, continuing the 36th section, on the morning of August 21st, National Assembly deputy questioned the minister and heads of sector on the implementation of resolution of National Assembly Standing Committee on thematic supervision and questioning from the beginning of 15th term to the end of 2023 for the first groups of field, including agriculture and rural development, industry and trade, cultural, sport and tourism. National Assembly deputies of TayNinhTV had three content to question the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development and the Minister of Industry and Trade. Participating in questioning, Ms. Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, National Assembly delegations of TayNinhTV raised the issue. According to the general statistic, in 2023, the rice area is 7.1 million hectares, with an output about 43 million tons. The Mekong Delta is 3.8 million hectares, with a yield of nearly 24 million tons. So it's a goal of maintaining a stable 3.5 million hectares of rice, with a yield of at least 35 million tons, and exporting about 4 million tons by 2030 achievable. And what is the scenario proposed by Ministries of Agriculture and Rural Development to respond? Answering her question, Minister Lê Minh Hoang stated that climate change, market fluctuation, and consumer trend in the world huge challenges. We need to rethink the entire structure of rice growing industry so that the most important thing is that we create an increased income for farmers, not only in rice price, but also through many calculating values. Also participating, Mr. Huỳnh Thanh Phương questioned the Minister of Industry and Trade regarding the management of electricity prices, which has had many shortcomings in the past time. The management of electricity prices has many shortcomings, which is one of the most important reasons, leading to losses for the electricity industry of about 47,500 billion Vietnamese đồng. So the minister could offer the best solution to solve this problem in the coming time. Please, thank you. Minister of Industry and Trade Nguyễn Hồng Diên said.
Ý kiến của Hiệp hội Mía đường thì
The opinion of Sugarcane Association is that the proposals of TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee on importing sugarcane through TayNinhTV border gate and adding it to the list of imported goods is not consistent with the development direction and goal of sugarcane industry and has signs of tax invasion. For recent electricity price management causing losses for electricity industry, I would like to say that there is no such thing, and affirming that the Ministries of Industry and Trade is the state management agency that implements three basic content. Regarding the response of the Ministry of Industry and Trade, Delegate Trần Hữu Hậu said that the ban of sugarcane only applied to secondary border gate and that going through main and international border gate is normal. At the same time, the current demand for sugarcane raw material is very large and domestic sugarcane output is not enough to supply sugarcane factory. Regarding concern about trade fraud, Delegate Trần Hữu Hậu continued to state that sugarcane imported from Cambodia into Vietnam is not subject to any tax. The Ministry of National Defense, in its comment to the Ministries of Industry and Trade, clearly stated, the border gate consistent Vạc Sa, Vàm Trảng Trâu, Long Phước are types of the secondary border gate, currently ensuring that there are enough specialized inspection and control forces, condition of technical infrastructure, serving state management at the border gate. With the above attention content, Delegate Nguyễn Hữu Hậu respectfully requested the Minister and the Ministry of Industry and Trade to quickly consider and remove the obstacle for TayNinhTV sugarcane industry when 2024 sugarcane crop is approaching. And ladies and gentlemen, currently the procurement of drug and medical supply at public health facility has been basically ensured, overcoming the shortage of drug and medical supplies. However, there is still another difficulty that needs to be resolved by Superior, which is financial difficulties of many health units.
According to the Department of Health, under the bidding for health insurance drugs has been completed, there are still some state-owned healthcare units implementing the financial autonomy mechanism that have not been able to purchase drugs. The reason is that when calculating the revenue of each unit as a basis for determining the level of autonomy, it must be based on the revenue of the previous 5 years, while from 2021 to 2023, the COVID epidemic situation seriously affected the operations and revenue of the units. When the epidemic broke out, we were affected. The amount of revenue from medical examination and treatment decreased significantly. Therefore, there was not enough revenue to ensure the operations for the units that were assigned financial autonomy. Therefore, there was not enough money to pay the drug supply companies, leading to the fact that we were able to bid for drugs. But because we are money, we could not buy new drugs. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, public health facilities have encountered many difficulties, including a shortage of drugs and medical supplies. Until this situation has now been resolved, it will take a long time for the facilities to recover their operations and regain the trust of patients. Statistics show that the number of medical examinations and treatments in state-owned medical facilities has decreased significantly. Specifically, the number of outpatient examinations and treatments at public health facilities in 2018 was over 2 million. By 2023, there were only over 958,000 visits, a decrease of nearly 54%. The number of inpatients decreased by 16.3%. The number of patients leaving the state-owned medical examination and treatment sector has decreased sharply, while the price of public health services is still very low, and units are facing the situation where their revenue is not enough to cover their expenses, while they have not received any compensation from the state budget. With many difficulties in financial work lasting since the outbreak of the COVID-19 until now, public health facilities, including the Provincial General Hospital and lower-level medical centers, expect the province to create a mechanism to resolve debts, ensuring stable operations in the coming time.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.